Hi there, I'm at Alouette Lake in Golden Ears Park. It's the end of November. I was actually here a week ago. I came out last weekend, but it was raining like crazy and it was gloomy and dark, and I pulled into the same camp spot I'm in right now, but it was literally so depressing because I wasn't going to be able to do anything but sit in the van in the pouring rain that I just said heck with it and went back home. Miki's not with me. She's actually in Japan. She's been visiting her family for a week. She'll be back tomorrow, so I'll leave here tomorrow and then meet her. It's actually been a challenging month for us. As many of you know, we lost our cat about a month ago, Precious. She was 23, and as Miki said, it's sort of like a blanket of sadness has been over us. Not all the time, but it's just been tough. And I know with Miki away this week, it's been really tough for me to want to go home. When I go home, the house is just so empty. You know, usually Precious would be there, she'd greet me. I mean, she's a cat, so she wasn't overtly active, but she would, you know, come up to the end of the couch or walk down around and greet me, and I really miss that, and I know Miki does as well, but things will get better slowly. That's why coming out to places like this is kind of nice. Not a bad day. It's cold. Probably this morning it was probably about -4. When I got to the van, inside the van was -3, and it was actually between sort of 0 and 1 degrees as I drove out here. I've got a nice spot, literally a 5-minute walk from the lake here. Once I parked, came down, just walked around. There's some ice crystals and some frozen water. Just did a walk around, got some nice views, and then thought, hey, you know, why not go for a paddle? The lake's just like glass. It's cold, so I'll make a warm jacket. And actually it was quite nice. So I came down, paddled effectively across the lake. Take a look at some of the photos I think you'll enjoy, some pictures of the mountains. Just a little bit of snow in the mountains so far. We haven't gotten a lot of snow yet. That's one of the things nice about the West Coast is our weather tends to be relatively mild. If we do get some snow and really cold weather, it doesn't stay too long, though we do get a lot of rain. So I'm going to head back, probably get a fire together, make some dinner. I'm not too sure what I'm going to have. Miki's usually much more disciplined in terms of planning out what we're going to have for dinner, whereas if it's my turn or if I'm on my own, I kind of just grab whatever. So I threw a few frozen things in and maybe I'll cook those, or I have some canned soups and chilies and I'll draw from that. So looking forward to a nice evening. It's supposed to get cold again, about -3, -4, and then I'll pack up tomorrow, maybe do a short hike in the morning and go pack and meet Miki. So hope you enjoy the rest of the evening with me. Just opened up the vent because I'm doing some cooking. Need to keep the airflow. I've already got my sleeping bag ready to go. Just going to sleep this way. Just put the bed down and I'll just sleep single. Got the fire going. And right now I've got the temperature at 8 degrees Celsius. Probably put it down to 4 this evening. This is a -10 bag, so that'll keep me really warm, a lot nicer than tent camping. And then tomorrow morning, before I get up, I'll probably just turn it up to something like 12 or 14. Nice and toasty. So I have some lentil soup and a black bean burrito. I cook them in the microwave. Simply, it's easier than, well, it doesn't use propane. Doesn't require as much venting in the van when you're cooking, so just a lot simpler. And gets nice and hot. Very good. Alright, so I had dinner and cleaned up. Didn't have to clean up too much. I was very cautious about not trying to have too much in the way of dishes. Listening to the fire, relaxing. The challenge is going to be that my entertainment is on the same iPad that I've got the fire on. So I've actually downloaded a couple movies and I also have a book to read. So I'll have to put the fire out in order to watch, in order to be entertained. Like, it's not very late. I think it's 7 o'clock, but it's been dark for about 2 hours. I had a nice fire outside. That was gorgeous. It's actually about just a little around freezing right now, so outside sitting in the fire was very comfortable, and it's just really nice. Very few people in the campground. I talked to the park fellow when I registered, and he said there was 3 other campers here, so it'll be a nice quiet night. I had the furnace on, so the temperature's a little warmer, and I can always curl up under my sleeping bag later if I want to as I watch my movie or as I read my book. It's really nice. Tomorrow Miki will be back. I think her plane gets in at 10 o'clock in the morning, and what's kind of fun when you fly back from Asia, you actually arrive before you leave. You gain that extra day back, so I know that she'll be happy to be home, probably a little bit jet lagged for the next week or so, and hopefully we'll get out in another week or two and do some more camping. It's nice. It's relaxing. Morning, everyone. Fairly nice night last night. It was very quiet here. The only challenge, and I don't know if I should say this or not, I'm afraid I'll scare Miki when she goes to edit the video. Probably about 2:30 in the morning I woke up and I thought I could hear something running around. And of course, if you watch some of our previous episodes, you know at one point we had a mouse. And so I'm listening and I thought, wow, it sounds like it's probably underneath the sofa. And as I'm listening to this little really close, because I was lying sideways, so my ear was actually on the sofa. I'm lying there, and then something ran across my head. So I jumped up, and you know, of course, if it was some little rodent that had made its way in, it was no longer anywhere to be seen or heard or felt. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that actually happened and I wasn't dreaming, so a little disconcerting. So first thing I did is get up and put out one of our mouse traps that we have just in case it is a mouse and put some things in it. It's empty this morning. So hopefully if I wasn't dreaming and it was a little rodent, it has decided that it's best to leave. But I'm going to leave the mouse trap up in place for a period of time. So I can't really see, this is just our shower curtain to keep the drafts in the van a little bit more limited, especially in winter. I can't tell whether it's going to be a sunny day or not, but I'm going to head down to the beach. It's still dark, but sunrise will be in about probably about 20 minutes. So it'll start getting light right now. And just having some cereal that I made in Miki's wine mug. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. Just easier to make cereal and eat out of it. And I've got some tea, so some hot cereal and tea, good start to the day. And if all goes well, I'll get a nice sunrise or just some clouds, soon see. And then I'll go and pick or go see Miki when she gets home. So that's one nice thing about a Class B van. You can actually pack up for one night. It doesn't take much in the way of effort, and then just pull in, park. I didn't check to see if I was level, I was close enough. Just stay overnight, nice and simple. Gorgeous morning, but it was a little too late for any kind of a sunrise. There wouldn't have been any given the clouds anyway. But it's just beautiful. The water's glass. I'm really tempted to go back and go for another paddle, but my boat's all rolled up and reasonably dry, so I don't think so. Just gorgeous. I'm literally the only one here. Everything's frozen, so even the mud is nice and hard to walk on, but the water is just gorgeous. Clear, beautiful. A little bit more water than when we were here before, coming down the creek. It would be a nice little paddle out the creek. And then behind me, you might be able to hear just the roar of the creek. I think it's called Gold Creek. Anyway, gorgeous, nice morning. A little bit of snow still in the mountains. Probably a lot more tonight. It's supposed to get to about 7 degrees here, and rain, which means all the mountains will get snow. Anyway, I think I'll pack up, put everything back together in the van, and then head out and see Miki in a couple hours. It's been a great short trip. Really like it here. I'm sure we'll be back here probably at least one more time during the winter months. So if you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please consider doing so. And we always appreciate comments. People share their trips, whether it's to the West Coast or other places, and whether they're in vans or trailers or campers. Always really nice to hear your comments and share your adventures with us. So until next time.